Hi Vasanta, I would like to share my experiences in the school. Um, Initially, I was only teaching lower classes. Then one sudden day, ma'am called me and said that I want you to teach at the board class. Will you be able to do it? So that time I did not know what to say, and I said, "Okay, ma'am, I will try." Then when I came out at the back of my mind, I was just thinking, how am I going to teach the classes? And ma'am has given me with a lot of confidence. So first thing what I did was I went to my colleague and whose daughter was in class 10. I told her, please give your daughter's copy. She was a very bright girl. I said once she finishes her board exams, I would like to take a copy. Then she gave me her copy, and then I kept it aside at home. And during the holidays, what I did was first thing I went through all the chapters, and one chapter which I felt was new for me was how to teach VAT. I have done income tax when I was studying in school days, but VAT was something new, and I thought, how am I going to teach the children? Then I went through the examples, and then went through the girls' book also, and I found that the teacher who was teaching the class had strictly followed the method given in the example, but I could not understand the method that was given in the example. I found that it was very complicated, and the children will not be able to understand. The weak girls will obviously find it very difficult, and I have to frame some method to make the weak girls also understand in the class. Then once the school reopened, and I went to the economics teacher, who is my very close friend, and she was also teaching business mathematics. I probably thought she must be knowing about VAT. I told her to explain the theory of VAT, and she explained it nicely to me, and that gave me a lot of clarity. And then she was also telling me I would also like to learn how to solve using mathematically the VAT. Then I told her, don't worry, I will let you know. First let me start teaching the chapter, and then I will come back to you. And then I went to my department, and I was asking what are the methods that they used to follow teaching when I started teaching, when we were about to start the topic. And then everybody said that we always follow the example, follow that method only. Then in my mind, before also I was thinking the method was very difficult, and it is very time consuming. The children will take a lot of time to do the calculation, and there is a probability of making mistake while doing the calculation also. When two persons were involved, it was not very difficult, but when it was a supply chain from manufacturer to the retailer, the shopkeeper, customer, I thought it will be very difficult for them. Then I came back home, and I started framing my own way. I started doing a sum in a simple way, and it worked out. And it worked out for all the exercise problems. Then I went to my HOD, and I told her that I would not like to follow the example. I would like to I have framed my own method. Can I follow that? She said, as long as the method is correct, there is no problem. You can go ahead. So I was teaching that method in the class, and before teaching, since I remembered my friend explaining the VAT, I was discussing with them orally at least for one period about VAT, and I solved all their doubts before solving the sums. And then it was actually clear. And if you see in this way, the auditory learners are able to understand the concept much better, because the visual learners, when we write on the board, they concentrate and they're able to write, but the auditory learners learn it through hearing only. So first of all, whether it is maths or any other subject, I think one needs to explain it orally to them and clear all that. There should be a discussion in the class. There should be enough interaction, so that the children understand the concepts. So when I taught them the method in which I had framed, they all found it easy, and I generally don't like spoon feeding them. So I only did one or two sums, one variety of sum from the exercise. If there are 20 sums, I did 2 to 3 sums, and the rest of the sums where the girls were able to do it, and where they got stuck and they found it difficult, I explained it to them, and they were able to understand. Till now, I've been following that method only. What I would like to say is, I had followed the Kolb's experiential cycle here. Like I had taken the books from a friend, and I was reading through it and going through the examples step by step, and trying to understand. But although I did not implement it, but I was going through it, and then that was the concrete experiences that I had got. Then next was I went to my friend. I had a lot of discussion with my economics friend and my own mathematics department friends, and then I reflected on income tax also. Since I had done income tax, I had a little bit of prior knowledge about the tax and all, so I was able to correlate and find the relationship between the principle and the theory behind it, and I started planning how to teach this. So that was the third stage, which was the abstract conceptualization, in which I had made my own planning, and framed my own way of teaching that particular concept, and made it easy for them. And I did implement it in the class. That was the active experimentation, and it was successful. And as I was doing it, and since in the first time I had a little bit of difficulty, after that when I started teaching year after year, and the concepts were plain, and I became the master of teaching this particular topic in the class. And knowingly or unknowingly, I had followed the Kolb's learning cycle. And if I feel that any good teacher has to follow all the 4 cycles, and to satisfy the learners. And here we have to satisfy all type of learners, like visual. We need to speak in the class, we need to do the sum, we have to write on the board also, and we should allow them to do it on their own also. So that way the children will have a good understanding of a particular concept. And even when we give the project also, they will also try to reflect on what we are teaching, and get new ideas, and according to their learning styles, they will be able to complete the project in a successful way. Thank you.